Hey y'all, I'm Jen, and this is Sassy Southern NC Girl, and I am in a collab hosted by Creating with Jovi. It is called Desmodus, the Romantic Vampire Collab. It's running from September 1st to September 22nd, and we have an array of wonderful creators that are posting every single day, and today, the 14th, is my day. So we were to take Jovi's collection and create something with it. It could be anything we wanted to. I did a journal, and I can't wait to share with you what I've done so far, and we're going to craft a little bit on this one. We're going to complete the journal, and then I'll come back in another video and add in all the goodies. So down in the description box will be a list of everyone that is participating. So please check all of those lovely creators out, as well as Jovi, if you don't already know her. So first I'm going to share what I've done with the cover so far. And then we will go in and I'll share with you the papers, and then we will get this put together. So what I did is I took some packaging from a scrapbook.com order that I had, and I made it just a slightly bigger than the paper. And what I did was I printed Jovi's kit on the back side of some papers that I got recently in an Ollie's haul. It is the textiles. I'm not sure what I did with it, the paper pack, but it's the textile something. What did I do with it? Okay, it disappeared. But anyway, it was I think a Park Lane paper pack. I'm not sure, but anyway, it's super. It's, you know, like regular copy paper, and I just printed on the back, and I'll share that with you in a minute. I like it because it had a lot of the colors incorporated that are already in her kit. This is a piece of faux leather, vinyl, whatever you want to call it, that I got from Temu some time ago. I actually got it, I think I got it for free through one of the games. And I put it on the front of the journal. I absolutely love it. It's got some florals, it's got butterflies, dragonflies. It's just really, really cool. And it has a purpley gold metallic look to it. And I just thought it was super cool, and it went well with some of the colors. And then this trim here is a trim that I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby. It's a glittery trim because the vinyl was just a touch short, and so I did that. Then I went in and I went ahead and made holes in the cover for the to put the signature in. I'm just going to do one signature. Then I also put eyelets here to do a closure, and I'm going to use this ribbon that I've had in my stash forever. It goes really well with the color, and so this is going to be the closure, and so we'll do that here shortly as well. On the inside, I left the cardboard look to it. This part's going to be covered by the signature. I had some stencils in my stash that had roses. I thought it went really well, and you're going to see here shortly why I chose that. And then I had some butterflies that I went in with gold, a gold ink pad, metallic, and just added that in. And I was going to cover it with some paper, but I decided to leave it because I just really like how it looks. And then I'll probably put some pockets here. Jovi did offer some freebies in her Facebook group, and if you're not already in her Facebook group, you're going to want to join. I'll leave the link to that below as well, because she gives freebies a lot of times when she does collaborations, and they go really well with the kit. And so if you're making a journal or a notebook or a, you know, whatever you're making, it's kind of cool to have the freebies that go along with it. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and I decided also on the front that I wanted to add this, I fussy cut out of one of the pages. This is Desmodus and his lady friend here, his true love. I did laminate it with matte laminating paper. And I am just going to glue this onto here with some Fabri-Tac. Honestly, I really didn't want to cover that butterfly there, but I really want this on there. So I guess it's going to be what it is. I mean, there's still butterflies up here. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and put this down. Now, I don't know how well this is going to stick. And actually, I might hold off on that till I'm done putting in everything. I do really like it. Maybe I'll put it up here. And then put like some kind of sentiment down here. So let's hold off on that because I'm still on the fence about that. Okay, let me share the papers with you and then we will get this put in to the book. So I decided to go, like I said, with some paper that I already had in my kit. This is just, it's so gorgeous. I love my new printer because it really, really, really prints well. I bought an Epson Echo Tank, I believe the 2800, and it is really, really good. So what I'm going to do while I'm showing you the pages is I'm just going to fold these in half to get them ready to go inside. This was another paper out of the scrapbook kit, and you see there's lots of purples and blues and reds, and it's just really, really, really gorgeous paper. And so what I did is I kind of alternated whether there was a paper from her kit facing each other or the paper that I printed on, so that there will be, you know, variations throughout. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that moon. I love this paper so much. And of course there is tons of ephemera and tags, and she included some words and some pockets and all kinds of stuff. So we're going to have fun putting this together. And I have not had a whole lot of time this week to watch videos. Isn't that gorgeous? I had just started this weekend. My son had 3 soccer games this week, and I had a doctor's appointment and his senior night. I'm so sorry, y'all. I am either having really bad allergies or getting a sore throat. He had a hair appointment on Wednesday. So he had a game Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I had something on Monday, but I can't think what it was right now. I had something on Monday, and then on love that. On Wednesday, I had to take him to get his hair cut so that, oh, I know what it was. I had to pick up Mom's. He's a senior this year, and they're doing fundraisers. And so I had to pick up Mom's from the school to deliver for people that had ordered to help him out. So I did that on Monday. Wednesday he had a haircut. Friday I had a doctor's appointment, and I ended up taking the whole day off. I just needed a day, and it's a good thing I did, actually, because everything that I ended up doing took well over 3 hours. My appointment was at 10:10. And normally I have to be at work at 7:30, and so, oh, I didn't show you guys that one. Isn't that gorgeous? And you can see them here in the background. It's just beautiful, beautiful kit. And so it didn't really make sense to me to get up and go to work and then have to leave again like 2 hours later. And so I got to my appointment, and I had originally scheduled it because I needed medicine refills, first and foremost. Because when my husband was deployed, I just did not have time. There's that paper that I fussy cut this out of. And I love it. I think it's so pretty. But I've also, I don't know if you guys remember me telling you, I've also had pain in my fingers and my elbows. And so I had asked if they would, you know, talk to me about that. And then also, I needed a referral to dermatology. He wasn't concerned about anything except for this spot right here. It's like super itchy. I accidentally scratched it off, not realizing. It keeps kind of crusting over, so we just want to, you know, make sure it's nothing that needs to be, you know, taken care of further. So he put that in, and then he had me go for x-rays of my elbows. He thinks that my fingers, of course, are kind of what I'd already thought, osteoarthritis, which unfortunately there's not a lot you can do about. And you know, probably I'm just going to have to kind of deal with it. But my elbows, I can't remember exactly what he called it. I'm going to go into my patient portal tomorrow at work because it's easier to get into it at work. Since I work for the government, I can use my work card to get into it quicker, to see if it says in the notes what he called it again. But basically he did the x-ray just to make sure that nothing, there's nothing like crazy going on that he can't see. But then, if there's nothing crazy seen in the x-ray, he's going to put me in for some kind of PT, or occupational or physical therapy to have them teach me some exercises and things to kind of try to alleviate the pain. And then if that doesn't work, he said that I will probably end up having to have surgery on it. He said it's a very low risk surgery, and you know, I'm really not concerned about it. I just want the pain to stop, you know. So if I have to have surgery, honestly, I'm okay with that. I dealt with pain in my back for a really long time, and they made me jump through all these hoops, and you know, it was pretty miserable. And so to be able to get this taken care of fairly quickly would be great. That's going to be perfect. And so that's where I'm at. I'm waiting on the results of the x-rays, and then I guess they'll put in a referral if they don't see anything. She had told me when I got there that I might have to pick what I wanted him to talk about, because they only scheduled me for a 20-minute appointment, and I was kind of frustrated because I had told them because I messaged them and told them what was going on, and I was like, you know, I need to be seen. And so like they should have scheduled me for a longer appointment, but they didn't. So that was frustrating. And then he actually ended up talking to me about everything, so it wasn't a big deal, but like it would have been frustrating to know that I took off work for that, and then I'd have to take off more time. So yeah, it's been a week. And then yesterday, Saturday, I had to take my son to the orthodontist, and then he had a game that was an hour and a half away. We ended up winning, so that was good. We needed a win. I did this wrong. And then we got home pretty late last night, and my son is spending the night with his soccer buddies. He's been spending a lot of time with them, but they're good kids. I'm glad that he actually, I'm supposed to put it in this way. I'm glad that he has them. They're good kids. But other than that, you know, things are same old. Work is still super stressful and aggravating. I can't remember how she did this, y'all. Hang on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to remind myself how this actually works when you do this kind of closure, because I've not done this before. I watched this lady making a fabric journal the other day, and I really liked how she did the closure, so I was like, I'm gonna try that. So yeah, that's that's what I'm doing. So basically I just pushed this through from the front to the back, and you just put your tails through there and pull it, and then that's it. And then you tie it to the other side when you're done. So I just thought that was like a really super cool method to do. And then if you don't like the color of your, your trim or whatever, you can always change it out later. So I thought that was super cool. And so that's what we're trying. So this coming up week is another busy week. We have 3 games again this week. Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. And then, of course, you'll just tie them together in a pretty little bow. Other than the games, I don't really have a whole lot going on. I don't think. So hopefully I have some time for myself this week. I've had a really bad headache for like off and on for the last couple of weeks, and I got my my migraine shots back this week, and so I'm gonna have my husband give me my migraine shot. Alright, so we are we'll do the fattest one, and I'm gonna grab my twine. I'm not sure what I did with it. Alright guys, so I had to go I can't find my big thing of twine. I don't know what happened to it. It's here somewhere in this junky room. So we're just gonna open this pack that I got on clearance from Hobby Lobby. And I'm gonna use the purple, I think. And we will deal with the rest of this later. Alright. Let's see here. So, I don't even remember what we were talking about because I paused the video to go find my twine, and then I had to go pick my son up from his friend's house. And it's been a minute. So, but what I didn't tell y'all is last night my son kind of hurt himself, and he came out of the game for a little while, and then he went back in. But today he's like hurting really bad, and so I don't know if he's going to play in the game tomorrow. And honestly, I really think he needs to have his dad take him to the emergency room, because I think his foot might be broken. But he doesn't want to go because he doesn't want to find out that it's broken. And honestly, I know how he feels, but because he's, if it's broken, his season's done. But he's already missing one game. I don't know. It seems like it's always something. 2. I think what I might do is a couple at a time. And that way I know for sure that we have it in here properly. Okay, let's see here. Okay. I think that'll be better. Okay. And then poke. All through so that we know where it goes. There we go. Just keep grabbing a few and poking the holes through. Honestly, I could probably grab one of these to do it. This little kit that I got off of Amazon for book binding was one of the best things I ever bought. And it did come with the twine, but I keep misplacing it. And I'm not going to be able to do anything about it this weekend either because we have another Saturday game, and this game is far. So it's gonna be an all-day thing. I know other people, a lot of other people just do this by sight or whatever, but I prefer to make sure that I have it as close to good as possible so that I only have to do this one time. Okay, it's gonna be good. Okay, so now we are going to sew this in. I really need to use my sewing machine more, but oh, actually, I think I need to start in the middle. so we're going to pull that on through, and we're going to leave a little bit hanging. So that we have plenty to tie and leave if we want to do like a dangle or something. And then let's go down here. I know y'all probably seen book binding a million times, so I'm not really trying to teach you anything. And there's a ton of people out there that do it, so. Oh, I hate when I get it out of. I need to put clips on it when I'm doing it so that it doesn't come apart, but oops. I'm just making a great big old mess here. I got my stuff all off kilter. There. Okay. There we go. You just have to make sure it's like pretty tight at the end. That's what matters. Okay, and then we're gonna get that back in there through the center. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna put this on this side, so we have one on each side of the. Alright, and then we're gonna, I used way too much, so I'm actually gonna save some of this for another time because this is quite a bit. And we're gonna tie this little knot a couple of times. And I think I'm actually going to leave some of it hanging because I do want to do a little bit of a dangle. Let's do there. So just leave, and we can always cut this off later if we decide not to. Okay, so there's that. And we got the little danglies, and we've got our tie and our danglies, and now we can work on the inside. So I think what do y'all think? I wish I could hear your voice about this. I'm still going on the fence about this. So if I put it on here, it's gonna have to go down here because of the, unless I cut it, and I don't really want to do that. But I just really hate to cut up that butterfly, but I think I'm gonna have to because I really like the way that looks. So I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna put that down, and then we're gonna pick a sentiment. Forget what you think you know. A vampire, like, let's see, if you need me, I will be when night comes. You transfix me. I kind of like that, but it's small. The strength of the vampire. Oh, I might put that. I like the night. Without the dark, we would never see the stars. I kind of like that. And I am going to grab my ink that I used to stencil, and we're going to do a little inking around the words. In purple, because I think that's going to look the best. Okay, I'm going to smush these pages down a bit, and then we'll flip through the pages and I'll smush them down as we go. Alright, let me grab my ink and then we will continue. Okay, so I used Villainous Potion to do the stenciling in here, and so that's what I'm going to use to ink this. And I forgot to grab my I think it's this one. Yep. Oops. Yeah, it's dry. I really love these collaborations because it allows me to do things and create in a way that I probably wouldn't have, because I'm kind of tailoring what I'm doing to the kit. And so I kind of change the way I create in that you know, I use textures and different things that I wouldn't necessarily have used. If I was just, you know, plus, you know, watching other people, you kind of get a feel for like different new techniques and things that maybe we wouldn't have done. So it's fun, just you do things out of your comfort zone. Put this away, I'm done with this. Okay. protect down. And hopefully this will, might have to let it dry for a little bit, but hopefully it will dry fairly quickly. I really wish I had thought to laminate on my cooking journal that I did. I think that would have been, I mean, it was fine. I did Mod Podge and it turned out fine, but I really like how the how that matte lamination feels on there. Okay, so oops, that's probably going to take a little bit of time to dry, but that's okay. Alright, I love that. So I think that's super pretty. I really love this journal. I might not be able to part with it. I really do love it. I have another one of these, and I have some in different colors. I think I'm going to have to incorporate these more. I really like how they look. Okay, so next I'm going to show you guys a flip through of the inside, and then we can, I might put the pockets in, and then in the last video I do, I'll do like all the cards and you know, different things. So we have this page on the front, love that, and then on the inside here we have some of that paper from the book I got at Ollie's, and then we have this guy here also in the purple, and then we have this kind of coordinates with this here. And then on the inside here we have this page with the raven, and then we have this side with the roses and the moon and the bats. And then we have this page that kind of coordinates well with this rose over here. Kind of pulls out that color. It's kind of a pinky purpley red, but I like it, it works. Then we have these two pages. I thought this one kind of looked like blood. I do have some pages with blood on them, but it was not the right fit for this particular journal. Then we have this page here with the roses, and looks like he's playing the piano maybe. I'm not sure what they're doing there. There's like little ghosty people in the background. And we have this page here. I really love this. And I even like how these are so completely different, like they're not matchy-matchy, because then I can do some different things. I love that. They're holding hands here. And this is that image I used on the front. Love that. Love that cat in the library. And then here's the center page with the bride. And then these are the opposite sides. So here are the, like, it's kind of like rose petals and the key. The other side of the library. And then here's the other side of that. The castle with the roses. love this. I love it, love it, love it. And I like that it's not scary. Oh, I like how those two are on the same page. That's kind of cool. There's the other side of that mirror. Love that a lot. I almost put that on the cover. Alright, and then lastly is that other side of that. Okay, so let's see what we want to do. Let me find the pockets. We have all kinds of ephemera here, but I have pockets in here. So we have, I want to go with the bigger ones, I think. But we'll pull some of these out just in case. Alright. And then I also found this card in my stash. It says see the good in all things, but it has those red roses in the background. So I might use that as like a journaling card in this kit. Okay, do we want to go with the burgundy colored pockets? I think I probably want to go with these ones because they're the same. I don't know though, this one kind of has like a butterfly. An upside down butterfly, that might be kind of cool. They're the same width, so that would probably be okay. Let me just see what it looks like. I don't know, that one kind of blends in a lot. Kind of feel like I want to go with, sorry y'all if you can hear my stomach growling. My husband is bringing food home. I haven't eaten today. Yeah, I think I want to go with this one. I think the other one kind of blends in a little too much. And this one is much more, yeah, I think I like that better. So we're going to go with that one. Let's glue that down, and then I think we're going to be done for this one, and then in the next one that I do, we will add in the journaling spots and embellishments, because I do have this piece of trim that I found in my stash that I really want to try to use. Yeah, that'll be good. I'm not sure what we'll put in those pockets, but I like that. Okay, so there's that one, and then we'll do the other one here on the front. And then we'll save these for somewhere inside. Okay. what I should have done, I wish I had my mini scoreboard up here, but it's actually downstairs. What I should have done was score these on the line, but I didn't do that. And then that way, now luckily the other one came out okay, so it didn't matter, but you know, just in case, let's make sure that we run this right. Okay. Now that I'm using this Fabri-Tac and like how fast it adheres and stuff, I kind of can't believe I went without it for so long, because I used to use it all the time and then I stopped using it. And then I saw somebody haul it in the clearance at Hobby Lobby and I was like, oh, I should get some Fabri-Tac. There. Okay, I think that'll be good. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think. I'm obsessed with this. I think it is just gorgeous. I love the kit. So if you would like to purchase this kit, you can do so in Jovi's shop. It's gorgeous. It's not scary. It's beautiful, actually. And I would love to see what you guys do with it. And please follow along with everyone else and see what they are doing. Because, you know, everybody has a different take on things and they're doing different projects. And I just know that you're going to get some amazing tips and just enjoy seeing the process and, you know, what everyone's doing. So I will see you guys in the next one. Keep it sassy. Bye, y'all.